Good morning, YouTube. So I just went to Walmart because I went to go get my friend Catherine a birthday present because it's her birthday today. And I told her I wasn't going to get her anything because I actually was, because I'm actually a nice friend, so you better appreciate it, Catherine. I know I started off the intro with my parents leaving, so they went on vacation, and I honestly wanted to talk about it yesterday, but like I was actually like in tears. I didn't really want to show that in the vlog, and honestly the only reason because my family's going on like a trip for like three weeks or something like that, and also because it was just tears of joy because I'm really happy that they get to go on vacation. But going to debate camp because I'm helping out as an assistant coach. Nico's staring at me weird because he didn't know that I was gonna start vlogging because he met me up halfway through the high school. Say hi, Nico. But yeah. Happy birthday, Catherine.
Oh, thank you, Alex. You actually brought me something.
How does it feel to be two?
To what?
How does it feel to be two?
I'm not two, Alex. And I'm still painting your nails. I'm painting his nails.
Catherine, open your eyes when you look at the vlog. Wait, what'd you bring?
I brought you nail polish, Alex.
Bet, show me.
Okay, you want to see? I told you I brought you the gold one, and then I brought you clear polish. Do it on top of it so that I
It's not doing my nails.
I'm doing his nails. Yeah, there you go. Here.
Give him the pad. Okay. Give him the pad.
Why?
Open the pad.
So you can demonstrate.
Open the pad, Moses.
I don't think he knows.
Tell me how to like open it and use it.
Moses, no.
No, stop. I got it.
That's not.
So
No.
No.
So one bad habit that I have on this vlog channel is the fact that if I don't have vlog footage for a whole day, I have to combine it with another day. And I mean, that's not really much of a problem, but I don't know, I kind of want to get out of that bad habit and just like, if it's a vlog of that day, you should be having footage of that day, unless it's like a mashup of like a weekend trip or something like that. Whew. But today's gonna be the last day of debate camp. Actually, this is 2 days after the first few clips. I didn't know I didn't really vlog anything at all yesterday, sorry about that. But with debate camp, what I'm doing, I'm not necessarily an assistant coach, but I'm more like an assistant right now. Basically what I do is I just help out kids with what I know, which I usually just do parliamentary debate, which they can't really do, but I have experience in public forums, so that's kind of what I'm doing. My sister's doing Lincoln Douglas, and today what they're doing is they're doing just a bunch of practice rounds. I'm actually in one of them because I have to help out public forum, and I have to substitute with the kid that wasn't going to be here, which public forum is 2 people against 2 people. It's just like a style of debate. It's a lot to explain in the video, but our topic is about something about deploying anti-missile system in South Korea. Would it be in South Korea's interest or not? And then her topic is something about which, by the way, topics are called resolutions in debate, but her resolution is resolved. What is it?
Something about plea bargaining.
Plea bargaining should be abolished in the United States. So, you know, pretty cool topics. I hope I can show you somewhat of my case, or maybe like part of the round or anything, but we'll see.
So, our roadmap's on time and off time, and on time. So, time starts. Yeah, so Judge, for a brief roadmap, what I'm going to address is the questions given in cross-examination. That's the first thing, just so that those are cleared and answered. And then once I go through with that, I'll just be supporting our case. And after I finish supporting our case, I will be going over the negation case. So the first 2 questions that they had given was, is an anti-missile system possible and is it feasible? And since they didn't provide a definition for feasible to my partner, then I won't answer that second question. So is an anti-missile system possible? Yes, it is very possible because we already have a anti-missile system in place, and that is called the THAAD system, THAAD. And what that does is that it also, it will take down nuclear weapons that North Korea could possibly be shooting towards South Korea. So that's what we already have in place in South Korea right now, so it is very well possible. So they said, how could an anti-missile system help denuclearize? So we actually explained that in our second contention with our last card, and we basically talk about how that the North Koreans, their pace of missile development, and how that could actually help further, you could say, like, back that up, that pace, because right now they have already tested they already have 5 nuclear tests within this year that we have counted, and that's just this year. That's what you have to consider also, Judge. So we do have evidence saying that it would help denuclearize, and that was our last card in our second contention. So I'm now just going to go over our first contention, which is that we need to consider the safety of the South Koreans. So if you think about it, Judge, when I just said that they've made 5 nuclear tests, those are just tests, Judge. You have to consider that when they actually shoot these nuclear weapons, where are they going to face it towards and what country they're going to. So that's what we need to consider, the safety of the South Koreans. And that also leads into our subpoint 8, which is an increased interest. We also need to show the South Koreans that, hey, you could be killed by this nuclear weapon, which is why you need to show interest towards this. And we already agree with I'm also going to say this, that the majority of our definitions we do agree, since they are similar in effect, so we're going to just have to agree on definitions in general. And then our second contention, which is that an anti-missile system could be the first step to denuclearizing North Korea. So our first card, we state that the current president, Moon, he wants to embrace this sunshine policy that they had, and he also wants Pyongyang to give up its nuclear weapons, which in a sense is just denuclearizing. And the first part of the sunshine policy is that no armed provocation by the North will be tolerated. So as you can see, they're already provoking that they have arms, that they're like, oh, we're testing our missiles. Oh, look, we've made this many tests. And that piece of evidence that we had about how many tests they made, they are actually waiting to see if North Korea will have a 6th test. So, Judge, they're provoking South Korea, which is why they would embrace this system, this anti-missile system, and have interest in it, because it would help them. And with our last part, it says deploying THAAD is a prudent move. And Judge, what prudent means is acting with or showing care for the thought of the future. And then you have to look at and that was also from the Oxford Dictionary, and then our definition of interest. The feeling of wanting to know or learn about something or someone. Judge, I want you to take those 2 definitions and see how similar they actually are. And how does this connect to all of our framework? Well, Judge, it says that which team can provide the most amount of benefits to South Koreans, and I don't think that the negation case had any framework, so we're just gonna have to go with our framework for this entire round. And you can see that for our first contention, we're talking about their safety. This is a benefit to them because, well, obviously they would get to live. And then our second contention is that the step to denuclearizing, which just supports our first contention, because if we do get North Korea to denuclearize, then we can see that they would be more safe. They would actually just feel more safe in general. So now I'm gonna go into my opponent's case. So their first contention was that the mutual assured destruction, and that it was a national survival component, and that there was an APM agreement. And they were talking about Nixon and Russia and how there's, that concludes my speech.
Is my judge ready? Partner ready? Opponent's ready. We begin time now. So as a brief roadmap, I'm just going to go ahead and go over a misconception, then I'll be going over my opponent's case and finally reinforcing ours. So the first misconception was that of the opponents claiming that we did not have a framework in the round. I'd like to oppose that and say that my partner did provide the framework. In the beginning of his speech, in fact, it was the first 5 seconds of his speech, he said, the framework is as followed, then provided the resolution. Therefore, we believe the framework for this round should be the resolution, that of the resolution, to prove that the affirmation side has to affirm the resolution, and the opponent's side is to say that it's not feasible and to just negate the round. So going over my opponent's case, and also I'd like to bring up that my opponents did not attack our case, so we're just going to go ahead and assume, because in the world of debate, silence is consent. Our case still stands because they did not go over our case. So number 1, their first contention was that of safety of South Koreans. Now, first off, I'd like to point out that our opponents do not understand the background of what's currently going on. First, I want to add, the big point that they made is that North Korea has only had tests, but we have to be cautious because what if it's not a test? What if the next one is not a test and South Koreans are in jeopardy? Of course, we know that there's tension between North Korea and South Korea, but we have to understand, and because our opponents did not provide it, I'll tell you myself, the missiles are heading towards Japan. North Korea wants to take over Japan because all the missiles that have been shot out have been in territory Japanese waters. There's also a lot of restrictions that are being made currently by China with South Korea, which is why THAAD, which is the anti-missile system that they provided, has not been deployed. Then also I'd like to tie that down to the fact that of our first contention, which is mutually assured destruction. You have to realize, Judge, that in the last 7 years, North Korea has set many threats of nuclear war, that they're going to shoot nukes, that they're going to shoot missiles. But the thing is, it's been in the last 7 years. They're not going to do it. One, because they're going up against the strongest military force in the world, which is the United States. They're going up against South Korea, and they will be going up against those that are a part of MAD, mutually assured destruction, and of course Japan as well. That on its own shows that South Korea is not in jeopardy, but in order to solve that, we also provided our second contention, which is currently, as of last week, Moon, which is the new president of South Korea, has declared that they would not like any anti-missile systems. One, because of the people, and two, because Moon is not a person that believes in military force. He's actually a diplomat, which believes that instead of having an anti-missile system, the best way to have complete nuclearization, not like my opponent's second contention that steps towards denuclearization, but complete denuclearization. And the only way that to have complete denuclearization and to make it feasible is to go with Moon's plan, which has actually been negotiated with Kim Jong-un, who's the leader of North Korea. And they have actually said that as long as North Korea no longer has nuclear weapons and no longer shoots missiles, the only thing South Korea has to do is make sure that they don't end the bloodline of Kim Jong-un. And that has been the negotiation as of last week, which is something that we would like to have as an alternative, and not go with our opponent's plan of deploying THAAD and having an anti-missile system. So again, that just goes over the second contention. And going over quickly with our contentions, one, mutually assured destruction is basically showing off that no one can shoot any nuclear weapons, or else everyone will counter that together. Number two, complete denuclearization, which is as of last week. And then three, economic retaliations, which is South Korean people do not want the anti-missile system. For those reasons, I have negated.
Since you just spoke, can I have the first question?
Sure.
Okay. So you said that that Moon actually negotiated with Kim Jong-un.
Yes.
When was that?
As of last week.
Last week? Okay. So what was said at that negotiation?
The negotiation was said, just like I said in my speech, is that they do not want to have any anti-missile system. They want to negotiate it like, negotiate exactly how I said in my speech.
Okay, do you have any questions?
Has THAAD been deployed?
Yes, it has in Korea. In South Korea.
Okay, do you have a card for that?
Yes, that was our last card in our second contention. I can go over it in my rebuttal just so that we don't waste time cross-ex.
Okay, because I mean, it's kind of a contradiction when you say that we should deploy THAAD and you also have a card that says that THAAD has already been deployed.
So what they have deployed is just a few batteries, and with the resolution, it's just saying that we need to increase what we have
So if
there.
it's just been a few batteries, then I reiterate my question: has THAAD been deployed?
Yes, that has been deployed.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
So with your framework, you're basically just saying that the affirmation has to affirm the resolution, correct?
In the most efficient manner.
Okay.
Exactly how the debate is proposed. Okay, your second contention, you're saying that it steps towards denuclearization. So how does the affirmation affirm that complete denuclearization is going to be feasible with deploying THAAD?
Okay, the way that we're doing this is just that you can't just say with one step that you're going to totally denuclearize. So what we want to do this is break this down in the simplest way for South Korea, and this first step would be deploying THAAD. That's what we're saying.
It's a guess, basically.
Yes. No, it's not a guess. It's a way of doing it.
You said yes.
No, I'm saying that it's not a guess. That it is a way, because we do have a card saying that this would help.
Okay, I'd like to hear that card in your next speech.
Okay, that is the same card that you're asking.
Alright, that concludes cross-ex.
Okay.
I hope you guys liked that demonstration of a debate. It wasn't really the best of me and Catherine, but it just demonstrates public forum debate. The only thing I really showed was we were both second speakers, so I showed our speeches and then our crossfire against each other. But yeah, that's kind of how debate works. Yeah, it was yeah, I'm looking at Nico. Yeah, it was cool. But we just bought some stuff. He bought Doritos, I bought nachos and pumpkin pie, because why not? And we're going to, pretty much, we're gonna go to Ivan's house, because today's boys chill night. Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm with them big sharks out of water. Yeah. I'm with them big sharks out of water. Whoa. I'm with them big sharks out of water. Yeah. I'm with them big sharks out of water. Whoa. I'm with them big sharks out of water. Yeah. I'm with them big sharks out of water. Whoa. I'm with them big sharks out of water. Yeah. Hey. Might take your girl to Bahamas. Whoa. Might steal your dad, baby mama. Yeah. Unless she just here for the commas. Yeah. I do not want any drama. Hey. Might finesse your daddy daughter. Hey. Your girl, she stay falling like Carter. Yeah. She so thirsty, she need water. Fuck around, you gon' get slaughtered, ayy. Fuck around, you gon' get slaughtered, ayy. Pull up, I'm whipping the charge.
Well, that's gonna be it for today's vlog. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you guys next time.